Cara, finalmente o primeiro vídeo de Call of Juarez Gunslinger, mano.
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
Ah, what are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawmen who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell.
Aí, cara, press esse botão aí que eu esqueci. To start the game. Vamos lá, cara, começar o jogo finalmente.
It was about 30 years ago. Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs. I threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day. I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Funny, haha?
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
Tá, o momento do jogo tá bem interessante, velho. Os gráficos do jogo são bem bonitos, cara. E é um jogo feito pelo Bugsoft, mano.
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
What the hell? Shoot that sumbitch!
Ó, louco, velho.
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh, yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast. Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead.
Fire at will! Spread out, goddammit! They're coming from the rear!
I decided to help Billy and the boys out a bit. So that's just what I did.
Olha aí, cara. Que mecânica show de bola desse jogo, mano. Olha, o negócio vai ficar bom nesse jogo, mano. Então eu vou pegar o jeito desse jogo, velho. Eita, pô, tô levando tiro, mano. Tá, ó, tem ali, ó. Bora dar uma... Calma. Meu poder com o revólver tá bem pequeno, cara.
As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kid's apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
Eita, mano, eu tô fazendo muita bosta agora. Carrega aí a... coisa... Legal, um long shot, velho. Esse que é um jogo mais arcade, né, mano? Mas tem mesmo assim, tem uma história. História mesmo, essa mesma história que parece ser bem legal, cara. Eita porra. Cara, eu não vejo onde tem vida, velho. Isso que é o foda. Tipo, eu não vejo onde tem vida, o quanto de vida eu tenho, tá ligado? Olha, tem um cara ali, ó. Legal. Mano, tá à noite, tô bem desanimado pra gravar. Mas eu tenho que gravar, né? Olha ali os vagabundos.
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off.
These some bitches running. Now you're really pissing me off.
Meu Deus, mano, tem que tomar cuidado pra não ir em costas, né?
Let's do this.
Still, one of them reached the water tower.
Tá, you can avoid
Not a
lethal
bad
shots.
idea. It would be a turkey shoot from up there.
Tá. Oh, legal, cara. Boa, headshot
Luckily,
lindão,
these
mano.
shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed. A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
I think I winged him.
Nossa, mano, esse cara é rushadão aqui, velho. Fudeu.
Kill him for Christ's sake.
Ah, que bosta, mano. Vou morrer na moral. Tá, deu um headshot, legal.
He can't take us all.
Boa. New level. Vamos, o menu de skills, cara. Vai, abre o menu de skills.
Tá, deixa eu dar uma. You have one skill point. Tá, tem um ponto só. Cara, o que isso? Eu não sei, mano. No jogo eu não manjo nada de inglês. No jogo, velho. Acho que vou preso aqui, ó. Putz, velho. Depois eu vou pesquisar, velho. Purchase the skill of your... Eu sou obrigado a comprar. Ah, mas esse aqui, velho. You can hold Y.
Cara, sei lá, velho.
You'll die for this. You hear me?
Cadê esses vagabundos?
Come out, you yellow bastard.
Then,
Boa, mano.
I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. Back
back
door!
door!
We'll cover you!
Try aiming, you idiots.
Truth be told,
He's in
things
the
weren't
window.
much better behind the house.
Eu vou ter que vir aqui pra casa, né?
Kill him.
I cut their numbers in half, but that just made the ones that were left twice as mad.
E aí, pessoal, voltei depois de uns probleminhas aqui, cara.
They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo.
Eita, cara, tem um cara que eu não tô vendo, né? Ah, boa, matei.
It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house. And like that,
You'll
I was
all be
inside,
dead, you bastards.
none the worse for wear. I passed Dirty Dave, and upstairs I found Billy
Better than
and
a
Charlie
rat in a
Bouldry.
trap. I'm
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo! Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of.
He can't take us all out.
Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm.
Interessante, mano. Eu ouvi falar que esse Billy Kid era um antigo protagonista, velho. Caraca, mano, eu tô morrendo, velho. Esconder um pouco, regenerar a vida.
He's missing all the action.
Tá, agora dá pra eu voltar.
Kill him for Christ's sake.
Não vou estourar o balde ali, ó. Pá. Tá, mas não mudou nada na minha vida. Nossa, eu tô errando tudo, tio. Vai botar câmera lenta. Essa câmera lenta serve até pra muita coisa, vai, mano.
That's when Charlie got hit. They're catching us in a crossfire, shouted Billy. Get to the other side.
He can't take us all on.
Eita, mano, tô morrendo, velho. Pera, vou esperar um pouco aqui, velho. Minha vida tá muito pequena, mano. Tá, regenerou a vida. Bora atingir aquele... Ah, mano. Nossa, tô errando muito tiro, velho. Recarrega, recarrega, recarrega. Agora bora lá pro tiroteio de novo, mano. Nossa, cara, eu tô confundindo os caras. Estavam tirando coisa que nem era... que nem era cara, velho. Essa frase ficou meio estranha, né?
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. They got a Gatlin, Billy shouted. Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention.
Tá, bring the horses, tá legal. Ei, meu Deus,
Directed that order at me. And I thought, why the hell do I have to do it? But I went anyway. Dumbass that I was back then.
Eita, mano do céu. Cara, esse jogo é muito top, velho.
Many would have fled in my place. But I had that false sense of invincibility that many young men have. Like Jack here.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack, he's just joshing with you now.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Graves, please continue.
Please, call me Silas, ma'am. Now, where was I?
You were heading for the barn.
Right. Making my way past a passel of fallen foes.
Meu Deus, cara, esse cara é muito foda, velho. Atira ele no coisa. Aí. Cara, vou ter que ficar aqui, senão... Nossa, pô, não dá pra sair daqui. É isso aí.
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up.
Now you're really pissing me off.
Cara, quem diria que revólver podia fazer um estrago desse, velho? Olha essa arma top, velho.
Finally, I had the stables within my reach.
Ah, tem que ir pra cá.
And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star. You challenged him to a showdown.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
E aí, pessoal, depois de um pouco de aperto, cara, eu percebi mais ou menos como que funciona essa mecânica, cara. A gente vai ter que meio que mirar, tipo, no local que a gente quer acertar. A gente tem que mirar num lugar bom, né, mano? Agora já começa a apertar o R. RT, 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 RT. RT, RT. Poxa, fora que sai, mano.
And that you killed him in a fair fight.
Is that what that penny dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables.
Cara, aqui eu vou aproveitar, pra tentar matar uma galinha, mano. Ai, mata a galinha. Calma.
After the fight, maybe we could treat ourselves to some fried chicken. And stepped inside, and bam! Last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
And go on, how did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
Olha aí, cara, legal. Cara, é um jogo muito interessante, bem arcade, bem divertido, cara. Eu gostei desse jogo. Vou ficando por aqui. Caso gostaram, deixem aquele like, se inscrevam, compartilhem com os amigos. É isso, pessoal. Falou!